In a world that rewards constant sharing, where social media encourages us to broadcast every thought, where vulnerability is celebrated and transparency is praised, there's an ancient wisdom that suggests something counterintuitive. The Stoics, those masters of human psychology, understood something that modern society has forgotten. Sometimes the smartest move is to say nothing at all. Sometimes the greatest power comes from strategic silence. Sometimes outsmarting everybody means keeping your wisdom to yourself. Over the next few minutes, we're going to explore 9 Stoic keys that can transform how you navigate the world. These aren't about manipulation or deception. They're about strategic wisdom. They're not about hiding who you are, but about protecting what makes you powerful. These principles have been used by the most successful people throughout history, from ancient Roman emperors to modern entrepreneurs, from great artists to influential leaders. They work because they tap into fundamental human psychology. They leverage how people think, how they perceive, how they react. Most importantly, they give you an unfair advantage in a world where everyone else is playing by different rules. Are you ready to discover these game-changing keys? Before we dive deep, if you find value in this ancient wisdom, hit that subscribe button to join Stoic Ocean. It takes less than a second, but it helps bring this content to more people who need it. Plus, you'll never miss these weekly insights on applying Stoic philosophy to modern life. So subscribe now, and let's begin with the first principle that might surprise you. Number 1. Don't share your perspective too early. Your unique perspective is your greatest asset. It's the result of your experiences, your knowledge, your way of seeing the world. But the moment you share it too early, you expose it to criticism, doubt, and premature judgment. Think about the last time you had a brilliant idea. Maybe it was a business concept, a creative project, or a solution to a problem. How excited were you to share it? And what happened when you did? Perhaps someone questioned it. Maybe they pointed out flaws. They might have said it's been done before, or it won't work, or it's not realistic. Suddenly, your brilliant idea felt less brilliant. Your confidence wavered. Your motivation decreased. This isn't coincidence. It's psychology. When we share ideas before they're fully formed, we're essentially asking for permission to pursue them. We're seeking validation before we've done the work. The Stoics call this protecting your judgment. Your perspective needs time to develop. It needs space to mature. It needs protection from external opinions that could derail it. Here's how this works in practice. When you have an insight, give yourself a thinking period. Let it develop in your mind. Test it privately. Explore its possibilities. Strengthen your conviction before exposing it to others. This does something incredibly powerful. It builds momentum. Each day you nurture your idea privately, your belief in it grows. Each time you resist the urge to share it prematurely, your commitment deepens. Each moment you spend developing it alone, your clarity increases. Think about entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk. Many of their revolutionary ideas were developed in relative secrecy before being revealed to the world. They understood that early exposure to criticism and doubt could kill even the most brilliant concepts. The same applies to your personal and professional life. Whether it's a career change, a creative project, or a new approach to an old problem, give your perspective the gift of privacy. Let it become unshakable before facing the world's opinions. This approach creates something invaluable: strategic advantage. While others are busy sharing half-formed ideas and seeking validation, you're building fully developed concepts with unwavering conviction. While others are reacting to feedback and adjusting their vision, you're executing with clarity and purpose. While others are explaining their ideas, you're demonstrating results. Now that you understand the power of protecting your perspective, let's move to our second key, which addresses something that might surprise you about secrets. But before we continue, think about one idea you've been sharing too freely. How might keeping it private change your relationship with achieving it? Let's explore why keeping others' secrets might be one of the most powerful moves you ever make. Number 2, keep others' secrets sacred. This might seem obvious, but in our age of information sharing and social media storytelling, it's become increasingly rare. People share confidential information too freely. They betray trust for temporary social gain. They sacrifice long-term respect for short-term attention. But the Stoics understood that keeping secrets isn't just about integrity. It's about strategic advantage. When someone trusts you with their secrets, they're giving you something incredibly valuable: access to their inner world. They're showing you their vulnerabilities, their fears, their ambitions. This information, if handled with discretion, becomes a source of deep understanding and connection. Think about it. Who do you trust most? Who do you go to for advice? Who do you rely on in difficult situations? It's probably someone who has proven they can be trusted, someone who keeps confidences sacred, someone who understands that trust is the foundation of all meaningful relationships. The Stoics called this guarding trust. They saw trust as a precious currency that, once broken, is nearly impossible to restore. Here's how this works in practice. When someone shares something confidential, resist the urge to tell even one person. Don't share it with your partner, your best friend, or anyone else. Let the information stop with you. This does something remarkable. It builds what I call trust capital. Each secret you keep adds to your reputation as someone trustworthy. Each confidence you honor strengthens your relationships. Each moment of discretion increases your influence. Think about leadership. The most effective leaders are those who can be trusted with sensitive information. Team members feel safe sharing challenges and concerns. They know their leader won't betray their confidence. This creates psychological safety, which is essential for high-performing teams. The same applies to personal relationships. When people know you can be trusted, they open up to you. They share their true thoughts and feelings. They seek your advice and support. This creates deeper, more meaningful connections than surface-level friendships. Here's a practical strategy for implementing this. Create what I call the trust vault. Treat every confidence shared with you as if it's locked in an impenetrable vault. Only you have the key. No one else can access it. Not even in casual conversation. Not even when it seems harmless. Not even when you think the person won't find out. Another powerful technique is the secret filter. Before sharing any information about someone else, ask yourself, did they give me permission to share this? If the answer is no, keep it to yourself. This simple filter will prevent most trust-breaking moments. The Stoics understood that trust is built through consistent action, not words. It's demonstrated through choices, especially when no one is watching. Remember, every secret you keep strengthens your character. Every confidence you honor builds your reputation. Every moment of discretion increases your influence. This is how the wisest people outsmart everybody. While others are busy sharing information for social gain, they're building trust that lasts a lifetime. While others are seeking attention through gossip, they're earning respect through integrity. While others are burning bridges for temporary benefits, they're building relationships that sustain their success. Now that you understand the power of keeping secrets, let's move to our third key, which reveals something that might surprise you about taking action. But before we continue, think about one time you were tempted to share someone's secret. How might keeping it have changed that relationship? Let's explore why not announcing your actions might be one of the smartest moves you ever make. Number 3. Don't announce your actions prematurely. In our achievement-obsessed culture, we're encouraged to announce our intentions. I'm going to the gym. I'm starting a new project. I'm working on self-improvement. We post our goals on social media. We tell everyone about our plans. We seek accountability through public declaration. But the Stoics understood something crucial about human motivation. Announcing your actions prematurely can actually reduce your chances of success. Think about it. When you announce what you're going to do, you receive immediate social reward. People congratulate you. They encourage you. They praise your intentions. Your brain gets a dopamine hit from this recognition. And here's the problem. Your brain starts to feel like you've already accomplished something meaningful. The motivation to actually do the work somehow decreases. This isn't just theory. Research from NYU and other institutions has shown that when people announce their goals, they're less likely to achieve them. The social recognition they receive creates a false sense of accomplishment. The Stoics called this acting before speaking. Let your actions create your reputation, not your announcements. Let your results speak for themselves, not your intentions. Let your achievements demonstrate your capabilities, not your declarations. Here's how this works in practice. When you decide to take action, give yourself a silent period. Work on your goal without telling anyone. Let the motivation build internally. Let the progress accumulate privately. Let the satisfaction come from the work itself, not from the recognition. This does something incredibly powerful. It builds what I call action momentum. Each step you take without announcement strengthens your resolve. Each small win achieved privately builds confidence. Each milestone reached without external validation develops self-reliance. Think about the most impressive people you know. Are they the ones who constantly announce what they're going to do? Or are they the ones who quietly achieve remarkable things and let results speak? The most successful people often work in silence. They don't announce their projects until they have tangible results. They don't share their goals until they've made significant progress. They don't seek external validation for their efforts. This approach creates something invaluable, authentic achievement. When your motivation comes from within, your success becomes more meaningful. When your satisfaction comes from the work itself, your achievements become more fulfilling. When your confidence comes from actual results, your capabilities become more genuine. Here's a practical strategy for implementing this. Create what I call the action threshold. Only share your actions after you've achieved significant progress. Define what significant means for your goal. It could be 30 days of consistent action, completing the first phase, or reaching a specific milestone. Until then, work in silence. Focus on execution. Build momentum. Let results accumulate. Another powerful technique is the progress journal. Instead of announcing your actions to others, document them privately. Track your progress. Celebrate small wins. Learn from setbacks. This allows you to acknowledge your efforts without seeking external validation. The Stoics understood that true achievement comes from action, not announcement. Real success comes from execution, not intention. Genuine capability comes from results, not declarations. Remember, every action you take without announcement strengthens your character. Every achievement you reach without seeking recognition builds your confidence. Every goal you accomplish through internal motivation develops your self-reliance. This is how the most successful people outsmart everybody. While others are busy announcing their intentions, they're executing their plans. While others are seeking validation for their efforts, they're building actual results. While others are talking about what they'll do, they're doing what matters. Now that you understand the power of silent action, let's move to our fourth key, which addresses something that might surprise you about future plans. But before we continue, think about one goal you've been announcing too freely. How might keeping it private change your relationship with achieving it? Let's explore why strategic secrecy about your plans might be one of the most powerful choices you ever make. Number 4. Keep future plans secret. This might sound counterintuitive in a world that encourages sharing everything about your goals. But the Stoics understood something that modern neuroscience is now proving. Keeping your future plans secret actually increases your chances of success. Think about the last time you announced a big goal. Maybe you told everyone you were going to lose weight, start a business, or write a book. How did that feel? Probably exciting at first. You got congratulations, encouragement, social validation. But then what happened? The motivation to actually do the work somehow decreased. This isn't just your imagination. Research from NYU and other institutions shows that when people announce their goals, they're less likely to achieve them. The brain receives the reward prematurely from social recognition, so the drive to complete the actual work diminishes significantly. This is why the most successful entrepreneurs often work in stealth mode. They don't announce their products until they're ready. They don't share their strategies until they've tested them. They don't reveal their vision until they have tangible results. The Stoics called this protecting your intention. Your plans are like seeds. They need darkness to germinate. They need privacy to develop. They need protection from external opinions that could derail them. When you share your plans too early, you expose them to criticism, doubt, and unsolicited advice. Each negative comment plants a seed of doubt in your mind. Each skeptical question weakens your resolve. Each piece of advice confuses your direction. This doesn't mean never sharing your plans. It means being strategic about timing and audience. Here's a framework for deciding what to share and when. First, ask yourself, who needs to know this? If nobody needs to know for execution, keep it private. Second, ask, what could go wrong if I share this now? Consider the risks of premature exposure. Third, ask, will sharing this help or hurt my motivation? Be honest about whether you're seeking validation or support. The most successful people have a small circle of trusted advisors who know their plans. But they don't broadcast their intentions to the world. They let results speak for themselves. Think about Apple under Steve Jobs. They worked on the iPhone in complete secrecy for years. Imagine if they had announced their plans early. Competitors would have copied their ideas. Critics would have questioned their approach. The media would have created pressure that might have derailed the project. Instead, they worked in silence and revealed a revolutionary product that changed the world. The same principle applies to your personal goals. When you're starting something new, give yourself the gift of privacy. Let your motivation build internally. Let your ideas develop without interference. Let your confidence grow through small wins, not external validation. This approach creates something incredibly powerful: momentum. When you work in silence, you build momentum without resistance. Each small success fuels the next. Each step forward builds confidence. Each milestone achieved strengthens your resolve. But when you announce early, you create resistance. People question your progress, compare you to others, offer conflicting advice, create pressure that slows you down. The Stoics understood that true strength comes from within. Your motivation should be internal, not dependent on external recognition. Your confidence should come from your own judgment, not from others' approval. Your success should be measured by your own standards, not by others' expectations. Here's a practical strategy for implementing this. Create what I call the progress threshold. Only share your plans after you've achieved significant progress. Define what significant means for your goal. It could be completing a prototype, losing first 10 pounds, writing first 3 chapters, or reaching first milestone. Until then, work in silence. Focus on execution. Build momentum. Let results accumulate. Then when you do share, you're not sharing hopes. You're sharing evidence. You're not sharing intentions. You're sharing achievements. This changes everything. People respond differently to proven success than to ambitious plans. They support momentum more than ideas. They celebrate results more than intentions. Now, this doesn't mean never seeking help. It means being selective about who you consult and when you do it. Choose mentors who have achieved what you want. Share with people who genuinely support you. Ask for advice from those who understand your vision, but avoid broadcasting to general audiences who might not understand your journey. Remember, your plans are precious. They're the seeds of your future success. Protect them. Nurture them privately. Let them grow strong before exposing them to the world. This is how the smartest people achieve their biggest goals. They work in silence, let results speak, and surprise everyone with their success. Now that you understand the power of strategic secrecy, let's move to our 5th key, which addresses something that drains energy from most people's lives. But before we continue, think about one goal you've been sharing too freely. How might keeping it private change your relationship with achieving it? Let's explore why avoiding gossip might be one of the smartest moves you ever make. Number 5, don't talk about others, avoid gossip. This might be one of the most challenging Stoic keys to master, because gossip is everywhere. It's in our workplaces, our social circles, our media consumption. But the Stoics understood that talking about others doesn't just hurt them. It actually hurts you more than anyone else. Think about the last time you engaged in gossip. How did you feel afterward? Maybe temporarily excited, maybe temporarily connected, but ultimately empty. Gossip creates a temporary bond through negativity, but it destroys long-term trust and character. Marcus Aurelius wrote that what we do echoes in eternity. The same applies to what we say about others. Every word we speak about someone else creates ripples that affect our own character. Social psychology research shows that people who frequently engage in gossip are perceived as less trustworthy, less competent, and less likable than those who don't. Even more importantly, gossip rewires your brain to focus on negativity and other people's flaws instead of your own growth. This is why the most successful people avoid gossip completely. They understand that time spent discussing other people's lives is time stolen from their own development. Energy focused on others' mistakes is energy diverted from their own progress. Attention given to others' flaws is attention taken from their own improvement. The Stoics called this minding your own business. Not in the selfish sense, but in the focused sense. Your business is your character, your growth, your contribution. Anything else is distraction. Here's how this works in practice. When someone starts gossiping, you have 3 choices. You can participate, you can listen passively, or you can redirect. The wisest choice is redirection. Change the subject to something productive. Ask about their goals, their challenges, their ideas. Shift the conversation from criticism to creation. This does something incredibly powerful. It positions you as someone focused on growth, not judgment. It attracts people who want to improve, not complain. It creates relationships based on mutual support, not shared negativity. Think about networking. Most people think networking means knowing everyone's business. The most successful networkers know it means building genuine connections through value creation, not information exchange. They'd rather discuss ideas and opportunities than people and problems. They'd rather explore solutions and innovations than mistakes and failures. This approach creates something invaluable: reputation for discretion. When people know you don't gossip, they trust you with important information. They seek your advice because they know you won't share it. They want you on their team because you focus on solutions, not drama. This is particularly valuable in leadership positions. Leaders who gossip destroy team trust. Leaders who avoid gossip build psychological safety. Team members feel safe knowing their leader won't discuss their issues with others. They feel respected knowing their leader focuses on their growth, not their flaws. Here's a practical strategy for implementing this. Create what I call the gossip filter. Before speaking about someone else, ask yourself 3 questions. First, is this true? Most gossip isn't completely accurate. Second, is this necessary? Does this information need to be shared for any productive reason? Third, is this kind? Would you say this if the person were standing right here? If the answer to any of these questions is no, keep it to yourself. This simple filter will eliminate most gossip from your conversations. Another powerful technique is the positive pivot. When someone shares negative information about another person, pivot to something positive. Instead of discussing their mistakes, discuss their strengths. Instead of focusing on their failures, focus on their potential. This doesn't mean being naive or dishonest. It means choosing to focus on growth rather than criticism. The Stoics understood that we become what we focus on. If we focus on others' flaws, we become critical. If we focus on others' potential, we become encouraging. If we focus on others' mistakes, we become judgmental. If we focus on others' growth, we become supportive. This choice determines not just how others see us, but who we become. Remember, every minute you spend talking about someone else is a minute you're not spending on yourself. Every word you use to criticize someone is a word you're not using to build something. Every thought you give to someone's flaws is a thought you're not giving to your own improvement. This is how the smartest people outsmart everybody. While others are busy discussing people, they're discussing ideas. While others are focused on problems, they're focused on solutions. While others are building connections through negativity, they're building relationships through value. Now that you understand the power of avoiding gossip, let's move to our 6th key, which reveals something that might surprise you about good deeds. We've covered 5 powerful keys so far. If these principles are resonating with you, I'd love for you to subscribe to Stoic Ocean. We explore these ideas every week, helping you apply Stoic wisdom to your daily life. Plus, leave a comment below sharing which key you'll implement first. Your stories inspire others, and I read every comment. So subscribe now, and let's continue. But before we continue, think about one conversation where you engaged in gossip. How might redirecting that conversation have changed the outcome? Let's explore why not speaking about your good deeds might be one of the most powerful choices you ever make. Number 6. Don't speak of your good deeds. This might seem strange in our age of social media sharing, where every act of kindness becomes content. But the Stoics understood something profound about human nature. When you speak about your good deeds, you transform them from acts of virtue into acts of validation seeking. Think about it. When you help someone and keep it private, the reward is internal. You feel the satisfaction of doing good. You build character through the act itself. But when you announce your good deeds, the reward becomes external. You seek praise, recognition, social approval. The focus shifts from the act itself to the reaction it generates. Marcus Aurelius wrote that true virtue needs no audience. Good deeds performed for recognition aren't truly good deeds. They're transactions exchanged for attention. Psychological research shows something fascinating. When people are rewarded for good behavior, they become less likely to repeat that behavior without reward. The intrinsic motivation gets replaced by extrinsic validation. This is why the most genuinely good people often do their kindness in complete anonymity. They don't need witnesses to their virtue. They don't require applause for their compassion. Their reward is the act itself. The Stoics call this acting from nature. Doing good because it's the right thing to do, not because others will see it. Being kind because it reflects your character, not because it builds your reputation. Helping because it's needed, not because it's noticed. Here's how this works in practice. When you help someone, resist the urge to share it online. Resist the temptation to tell everyone what you did. Let the satisfaction remain private. Let the character building happen internally. Let the virtue remain pure. This does something incredibly powerful. It strengthens your moral compass. Each anonymous good deed reinforces your identity as someone who does good without needing recognition. Each private act of kindness builds authentic character rather than performative virtue. Each unseen sacrifice develops genuine integrity instead of social currency. Think about the people you truly admire. Is it those who broadcast their every good deed, or those who quietly make the world better? The most respected people often have stories of kindness that only emerge after they're gone. Their goodness wasn't a marketing strategy, it was who they were. This approach creates something invaluable, authentic character. When your good deeds are done for attention, your character becomes dependent on validation. When your good deeds are done for their own sake, your character becomes independent of opinion. This is particularly important in leadership. Leaders who constantly announce their good deeds create suspicion. People wonder about their motives. Leaders who do good without announcement create inspiration. People admire their authenticity. Team members respect leaders whose actions speak louder than their self-promotion. Here's a practical strategy for implementing this. Create what I call the virtue test. Before sharing a good deed, ask yourself, why am I sharing this? Be brutally honest. Is it to inspire others or to receive praise? Is it to encourage similar behavior or to build your reputation? If the motivation is primarily self-serving, keep it private. Another powerful technique is the delayed sharing. If you feel compelled to share a good deed, wait at least 24 hours. Often the impulse to share fades, leaving only the satisfaction of the act itself. If you still feel the need to share after waiting, consider sharing the principle behind the act rather than the act itself. Share why helping matters instead of how you helped. Share the importance of kindness instead of your specific kindness. This allows you to inspire without self-promoting. The Stoics understood that character is built in the privacy of your own choices. It's not about who sees your goodness. It's about who you become through being good. Remember, every good deed announced is a piece of character traded for attention. Every act of kindness shared for validation is a virtue compromised for approval. Every moment of compassion performed for audience is a moral choice influenced by ego. This is how the wisest people outsmart everybody. While others are busy building their reputation through announced good deeds, they're building their character through anonymous virtue. While others seek external validation for their kindness, they develop internal confidence in their goodness. While others perform goodness for attention, they practice goodness for its own sake. Now that you understand the power of private virtue, let's move to our seventh key, which addresses something that might surprise you about weaknesses. But before we continue, think about one good deed you've shared publicly. How might keeping it private have changed its impact on your character? Let's explore why not speaking about your weaknesses might be one of the most strategic choices you ever make. Number 7. Don't speak of your weaknesses. This might seem counterintuitive in our age of vulnerability and authenticity culture. We're encouraged to share our struggles, announce our flaws, broadcast our limitations. But the Stoics understood something crucial about human psychology. When you constantly speak about your weaknesses, you don't just acknowledge them, you reinforce them. Think about it. Every time you say, "I'm not good at this," you're programming your brain to believe it. Every time you announce, "I struggle with that," you're creating a mental pathway that expects struggle. Every time you share your limitations, you're defining yourself by what you lack, not by what you're becoming. This doesn't mean ignoring your weaknesses. It means being strategic about how you address them. The Stoics called this guarding your self-perception. Your words about yourself become your reality. What you focus on expands. What you announce becomes your identity. Psychological research shows something powerful. The self-fulfilling prophecy is very real. When people constantly talk about their weaknesses, they actually perform worse in those areas. Their brain accepts the limitation as truth and stops trying to overcome it. This is why the most successful people are very careful about how they discuss their challenges. They might acknowledge areas for improvement, but they frame them as opportunities for growth, not as permanent limitations. They might discuss current struggles, but they focus on solutions and progress, not on the struggle itself. Here's how this works in practice. Instead of saying, "I'm terrible at public speaking," say, "I'm developing my public speaking skills." Instead of announcing, "I'm not organized," say, "I'm building better organizational systems." Instead of sharing, "I lack confidence," say, "I'm growing my confidence daily." The difference is subtle but profound. One statement reinforces limitation. The other statement reinforces growth. One focuses on current reality. The other focuses on future potential. This approach creates something incredibly powerful. Growth mindset. When you speak about your weaknesses as permanent conditions, you develop a fixed mindset. You believe your limitations are unchangeable. When you speak about your weaknesses as temporary challenges, you develop a growth mindset. You believe your limitations are opportunities for development. Think about leadership. Leaders who constantly announce their weaknesses create doubt in their teams. People wonder if they're capable of leading effectively. Leaders who acknowledge challenges privately while working on improvement create confidence. People respect their self-awareness and commitment to growth. The same applies to relationships. People who constantly share their flaws can become draining. Their negativity and self-criticism affect those around them. People who work on their weaknesses privately while maintaining positive self-talk become inspiring. Their growth mindset is contagious. Here's a practical strategy for implementing this. Create what I call the weakness reframing. When you catch yourself about to announce a weakness, reframe it as a growth opportunity. Instead of, I can't do this, try, I haven't mastered this yet. Instead of, I'm bad at this, try, I'm learning how to do this better. Instead of, this is my weakness, try, this is my next area of growth. Another powerful technique is the private journal. Instead of announcing your weaknesses to others, write them down privately. Create a plan to address each one. Track your progress. Celebrate improvements. This allows you to acknowledge reality without reinforcing limitations. It lets you work on weaknesses without defining yourself by them. The Stoics understood that self-perception shapes reality. If you see yourself as someone with permanent weaknesses, that becomes your truth. If you see yourself as someone who overcomes challenges, that becomes your truth. Remember, every time you announce a weakness, you're strengthening that neural pathway. Every time you focus on limitation, you're making it more permanent. Every time you define yourself by what you lack, you're limiting your potential. This is how the most successful people outsmart everybody. While others are busy reinforcing their limitations, they're building their capabilities. While others are announcing their weaknesses, they're developing their strengths. While others are defining themselves by flaws, they're creating themselves through growth. Now that you understand the power of strategic self-talk, let's move to our 8th key, which reveals something that might surprise you about your dreams. But before we continue, think about one weakness you frequently announce. How might reframing it as a growth opportunity change your relationship with overcoming it? Let's explore why keeping your deepest dreams close to your heart might be one of the most powerful choices you ever make. Key 8. Keep your deepest dreams close. Your dreams are the most precious things you possess. They're the blueprint of your future self, the vision of what's possible, the fuel for your journey. Yet we live in a world that encourages us to broadcast everything, including our deepest aspirations. But the Stoics understood something vital about dreams. They need protection to grow. They need privacy to develop. They need silence to strengthen. Think about your biggest dreams, the ones that feel almost too big to say out loud, the ones that make your heart race when you think about them, the ones that represent who you truly want to become. Now imagine sharing them with everyone. What happens? Some people will doubt you, some will question you, some will criticize you, some will even unconsciously sabotage you. Not because they're bad people, but because your dreams challenge their reality. Your ambition threatens their comfort. Your vision disrupts their worldview. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Your dreams are the seeds of that change. They need fertile soil, not rocky ground. They need nurturing, not criticism. They need protection, not exposure. This doesn't mean never sharing your dreams. It means being selective about when, how, and with whom you share them. The Stoics called this protecting your inner fire. Your dreams are your inner fire. They provide warmth, light, and direction. But fire exposed to too much wind can be extinguished. Dreams exposed to too much opinion can be diluted. Here's how this works in practice. When you have a new dream, give it time to develop internally. Let it grow stronger in your mind. Let it become clearer in your heart. Let it build momentum in private. This does something incredibly powerful. It strengthens your conviction. Each day you nurture your dream privately, your belief in it grows. Each time you resist the urge to share it prematurely, your commitment deepens. Each moment you spend developing it alone, your clarity increases. Think about entrepreneurs with revolutionary ideas. Many worked in silence for years before revealing their vision. They knew their ideas were too precious to expose to premature criticism and doubt. They protected their dreams until they were strong enough to withstand opposition. The same applies to personal dreams. Whether it's writing a book, starting a movement, changing careers, or transforming yourself, give your dreams the gift of privacy. Let them become unshakable before facing the world's opinions. This approach creates something invaluable: dream resilience. When dreams are shared too early, they become dependent on external validation. When dreams are nurtured privately first, they become independent of opinion. They're not fragile things that break under criticism. They're strong forces that withstand resistance. Here's a practical strategy for implementing this. Create what I call the dream incubation period. For the first 30 days of any new dream, keep it completely private. Use this time to clarify exactly what you want, research what it takes, create initial plans, build your belief system, develop emotional connection to it. After 30 days, evaluate your dream. Is it stronger? Are you more committed? Has it become clearer? If yes, consider sharing it with 1 or 2 trusted supporters. People who believe in you, who understand your vision, who will nurture rather than criticize. Another powerful technique is the dream journal. Instead of sharing your dreams verbally, write them down. Develop them on paper. Explore their possibilities. Work through challenges privately. This allows your dreams to evolve without external interference. It gives them space to become what they're meant to be. The Stoics understood that dreams are like young plants. They need protection from harsh conditions until they're strong enough to thrive on their own. Your dreams are no different. They need your protection until they're strong enough to protect you. Remember, every time you share a dream prematurely, you're exposing it to doubt and criticism. Every time you announce an aspiration too early, you're making it dependent on validation. Every time you seek approval for your vision, you're weakening your own conviction. This is how the most successful people outsmart everybody. While others are busy seeking approval for their dreams, they're building strength in their dreams. While others are exposing their aspirations to criticism, they're protecting their vision. While others are making their dreams dependent on opinion, they're making their dreams independent of validation. Now that you understand the power of dream protection, let's move to our final key, which reveals something that might surprise you about solitude. But before we continue, think about one dream you've been sharing too freely. How might protecting it for 30 days change your relationship with achieving it? Let's explore why keeping your solitude sacred might be the final piece to outsmarting everybody. Key 9. Keep your solitude sacred. In our hyper-connected world, solitude has become almost revolutionary. We're constantly connected, constantly available, constantly surrounded by noise and opinions. But the Stoics understood something profound that modern science is now proving. Solitude isn't loneliness. It's the sacred space where wisdom emerges, where clarity develops, where true self is discovered. Think about the last time you spent quality time completely alone. No phone, no social media, no external input, just you and your thoughts. In that silence, what did you discover? Perhaps insights that had been buried under constant noise. Perhaps solutions to problems that seemed unsolvable. Perhaps clarity about what truly matters to you. Marcus Aurelius wrote that people seek retreats in the countryside, by the sea, in the mountains. But he realized the greatest retreat is within yourself. You can find solitude anywhere, anytime, by turning inward. This isn't about isolation. It's about intentional time with yourself. Time to process your experiences. Time to develop your thoughts. Time to connect with your inner wisdom. Neuroscience research shows something fascinating. Our brains need periods of solitude to consolidate learning, generate creative insights, and maintain mental health. Constant stimulation without quiet reflection leads to burnout, anxiety, and diminished creativity. This is why the most successful people protect their solitude fiercely. They understand that their best ideas don't come from meetings or brainstorming sessions. They emerge in quiet moments of reflection. Their clearest thinking doesn't happen in busy environments. It happens in spaces of intentional solitude. The Stoics called this the inner citadel, a place within you that's always accessible, always peaceful, always yours. No one can take it from you. No one can disturb it. No one can enter without your invitation. Here's how this works in practice. Schedule regular periods of complete solitude. Start with just 30 minutes a day. No phone, no computer, no distractions. Just you and your thoughts. Use this time to process your experiences, reflect on your goals, connect with your values. Listen to your intuition. This does something incredibly powerful. It builds mental clarity. Each moment of solitude helps your brain organize information and make connections. Each period of reflection strengthens your decision-making. Each session of quiet time enhances your creativity. Think about history's greatest thinkers, artists, and leaders. Many had regular practices of solitude. They understood that breakthrough ideas don't come from constant input. They come from internal processing that happens in quiet moments. The same applies to your personal growth. When you're constantly seeking external opinions, you lose touch with your inner wisdom. When you're always surrounded by noise, you can't hear your own voice. When you never spend time alone, you don't really know who you are. This approach creates something invaluable: self-reliance. When you develop the habit of solitude, you learn to trust your own judgment. You develop confidence in your own decisions. You build faith in your own wisdom. You become less dependent on external validation and more guided by internal clarity. Here's a practical strategy for implementing this. Create what I call the sacred solitude ritual. Choose a specific time each day for complete solitude. Morning works best for most people before the world gets noisy. During this time, find a quiet space. Turn off all devices. Sit in comfortable silence. Let your thoughts flow naturally. Don't judge or analyze, just observe. Another powerful technique is solitude in nature. Take regular walks alone in natural settings, without phone, without music, without destination, just walking and observing. Nature has a way of quieting the mind and opening the heart to deeper insights. The Stoics understood that solitude is where you reconnect with your true self. It's where you remember what matters most. It's where you find the strength to face the world. Remember, every moment you spend in intentional solitude is an investment in your wisdom. Every period of quiet reflection strengthens your mind. Every session of alone time deepens your self-awareness. This is how the wisest people outsmart everybody. While others are busy seeking constant stimulation, they're cultivating mental clarity. While others are afraid of being alone, they're embracing the power of solitude. While others are dependent on external opinions, they're developing internal wisdom. Now that we've explored all 9 Stoic keys, let's bring everything together in our conclusion. But before we continue, think about your current relationship with solitude. How might scheduling 30 minutes of daily alone time change your clarity and wisdom? Let's summarize these 9 powerful keys and create a plan for implementing them in your life. Conclusion: the path to outsmarting everybody. We've explored 9 powerful Stoic keys that can transform how you navigate the world. Let's quickly review these game-changing principles. Key 1. Don't share your perspective too early. Protect your unique insights until they're fully developed. Key 2. Keep others' secrets sacred. Build trust through discretion rather than information sharing. Key 3. Don't announce your actions prematurely. Let results speak louder than intentions. Key 4. Keep future plans secret. Build momentum without external resistance. Key 5. Don't talk about others. Avoid gossip and focus on growth. Key 6. Don't speak of your good deeds. Let virtue be its own reward. Key 7. Don't speak of your weaknesses. Frame challenges as growth opportunities. Key 8. Keep your deepest dreams close. Protect your vision until it's unshakable. Key 9. Keep your solitude sacred. Cultivate wisdom through intentional reflection. These 9 keys might seem like individual strategies, but they work together as a complete system for outsmarting everybody. They're not about being secretive or manipulative. They're about being strategic and wise. They're not about withholding information to gain advantage. They're about protecting what's precious until it's strong enough to withstand the world. The Stoics understood that true intelligence isn't about knowing more than others. It's about knowing when to speak, when to listen, when to act, and when to wait. Think about it. The most successful people you know probably practice many of these principles without even thinking about it. They don't announce every plan they make. They don't share every insight they have. They don't broadcast every good deed they do. They don't seek constant validation for their dreams. They work in silence, let results speak, and surprise everyone with their success. This isn't coincidence. It's strategy. It's wisdom. It's the Stoic way of outsmarting everybody. Now here's the beautiful thing about implementing these keys. You don't need to perfect them all at once. Start with one. Choose the key that resonates most with your current situation. Maybe it's protecting your future plans. Maybe it's avoiding gossip. Maybe it's keeping your solitude sacred. Master that one key for 30 days. Notice how it changes your interactions. Notice how it affects your results. Notice how it impacts your peace of mind. Then add another key. Build momentum gradually. Create habits that serve your growth. Develop wisdom that guides your decisions. Remember, these keys aren't one-time tactics. They're lifelong practices. They're not about temporary advantage. They're about sustainable success. They're not about beating others. They're about becoming your best self. The Stoics believe that wisdom is the ultimate competitive advantage. While others chase trends and tactics, you'll build character and clarity. While others seek attention and validation, you'll develop depth and substance. While others compete externally, you'll grow internally. This is how you truly outsmart everybody, not by being smarter than everyone else, but by being wiser than everyone else. Not by knowing more than everyone else, but by understanding what matters more. Not by winning every interaction, but by mastering your own responses. The path to outsmarting everybody isn't about changing who you are. It's about becoming who you're meant to be. It's not about hiding your light. It's about letting it shine brighter through strategic wisdom. It's not about withholding your value. It's about delivering it more effectively through intentional timing. As you implement these 9 Stoic keys, you'll discover something remarkable. People will start seeing you differently. They'll respect your discretion. They'll admire your consistency. They'll trust your judgment. They'll be drawn to your wisdom. And if you're part of the Stoic Ocean community, you'll have access to deeper insights on applying these principles in your daily life. Not because you're trying to impress them, but because you're focusing on what truly matters. Not because you're seeking their approval, but because you've developed your own. Not because you're playing games, but because you've mastered the art of strategic living. This is the Stoic promise. Apply these keys consistently, and you won't just outsmart everybody. You'll become the kind of person others look up to, the kind of leader others trust, the kind of individual others admire, the kind of human being you've always wanted to become. The journey starts now. Choose your first key, commit to it for 30 days. Watch how everything begins to change. The Stoics were right. Wisdom is the ultimate competitive advantage, and these 9 keys are your pathway to that wisdom. Before we close, if you found value in these 9 keys, subscribe to Stoic Ocean and hit the bell to never miss our weekly wisdom. Your support helps us share more Stoic insight with the world. Plus, leave a comment below sharing which key resonated most with you. I read every comment, and your stories inspire others on this journey. Thank you for watching. Now go out there and start outsmarting everybody through the power of Stoic wisdom.